So what this gentleman is referring to is the Cocodona 250, well, 256, because they give you additional 5 to 6 miles after running 250 miles across multiple days. Not like that's hard enough. Like here's an additional miles for you to finish your race. But hopefully someday I'll get to do that. But right now I'm sticking to my 100-mile races and marathons. But again, the other part of this question, I fully understand. Trust me. I used to be that person that used to ask questions like this. I'm like, why do anybody want to do this to themselves? Or why do you want to run a marathon, half marathon, full marathons? Like, what do you think about, just by doing the same thing over and over again for 4 hours, let alone run 100 miles in 35 hours and 20 something minutes, right? But the reason why I do it, and I will say the reason why most people do it is because at some point in time through their journey, whatever they were doing before used to be the hardest thing that they've ever done. And once they conquer that, they want to find out, okay, what else can I do? And that was it for me. Trust, it's hard for you to believe, or 2 miles used to be hard for me. 2 miles, I'm like, oh, never again. But here we are, multiple half marathons, full marathons, ultra marathons now, and I'm still chasing after, what else can I do? As a matter of fact, today I just finished a 30-mile run, and as I'm training, I'm less than 5 weeks out from running my first 100-mile race of 2025, which is going to be the Bighorn 100. And 4 weeks after that, I'm going back to this race to try to cut about 5 hours from my last finish time like a year ago. Last time I finished in 35 hours. I'm trying to do it sub 30 hours. But again, like I said, you're always trying to chase and find out, what more can you do, or what else is capable if you finish, a 100-mile race. But again, the one thing I'll leave you with is your version of hard is going to be different from mine. Your version of hard doesn't have to look like 100 miles. Your version of hard can just be being consistent with your nutrition. Your version of hard can just be being consistent with your workout. If it's 2, 3 days that you promise if you're going to work out, you actually show up for that 2, 3 days because you've been struggling to work out 2, 3 days in the past. So we all choose our level of hard. If 2 or 3 days used to be hard for you and you make it 2 to 3 days, and like, okay, what else can I do? You start to sprinkle a little bit more. Then 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, 4 becomes 5. It's the same concept as running 100 miles. It's no different than that. Yes, it's on a bigger scale, but at the end of the day, you choose your hard. Peace.